Okay, this is what we call the pre-teardown video. This is a carburetor that's going to be rebuilt. We're going to show you the before and after procedure that we go through because we're offering the service of rebuilding, testing service. That you may not be able to determine what's wrong with your boat, car, or truck, so you think you got it narrowed down, you think it's a carburetor. Well, rather than spend $300-400 for a carburetor, you can send yours in and we can test it. Anyway, we've got it here on the engine. We've capped off all the vacuum ports. That way it eliminates any possibility that something hooked to those ports would be causing your problem. Now we're going to pressurize it. We're using the standard 3 pounds that we use with our electric pump system. We got the computer all hooked up to it, which you don't understand. This happened to be a 750 CFM manual choke. You can look over here and see it's got the manual choke manual choke Edelbrock. And we're gonna look for visual. First thing we look for is visual leaks. Second thing we look and see, is it pumping gas in there? Is it pumping gas? The guy put the thumb up, which means yes. So that means it probably will start. Now we haven't touched anything. Well, you can see how greasy and nasty it is. This carburetor here, you know, it may have ran on a person's vehicle. So if this was yours and you sent it in and we tested it and it does run okay, you'd have your choice. Just pay us $75 for this video and send it on back just exactly like it is. Well, obviously it's running way too rich, so something's not doing good. The computer says it's way too rich, so I'm going to try to correct that by some simple adjustments. And see if that'll correct it. And it will. So this carburetor may have been on somebody's car and all it was dirty and nasty and improperly adjusted. And we'll see now as we accelerate it. That's everything satisfactory there. We're still in the good zone over here. Well, you heard that backfire, and now you see what happened when we try to go back to the idle. Way over here on lean, something happened internally. So this person properly diagnosed this carburetor, so it one here definitely needs a rebuild. Now we don't have to charge them the $75. It goes towards the rebuilding. This particular carburetor here is $225 to rebuild it. You end up with a 750. Of course, it's going to get re-chromed with powder coat chrome finish. And then we'll show you the video after we get done. Thank you. Okay, this is the same carburetor. Believe it or not, 750 Edelbrock, number 1407. And if you would have took down this serial number, you'd have seen it with the 3167. Okay, we're not going to tell you all of our secrets, but we've completely disassembled it. Ultrasonic, put it in sound about 3 rounds in the ultrasonic machine to clean it out. Went all through it. We powder coated it with a fresh powder coat of chrome, and then we reassembled it, cleaned out all the passages. We sized all the jets to make sure that it would flow correctly with the proper air-fuel ratio. And now you watch these power valves here. We're going to check to make sure the power valves go up and down. All the linkage operates smoothly. The bottom's all been cleaned off and refixed up real pretty down there. The mixtures are all set. You got the manual choke, and so here's going to be the test, the final test run. Now we run these things to run about 800 RPM, so that when you put it on there and you hook your accessories to it, your AC, the motor will slow down. Now you watch right in that little hole right there. See that? That's your power valve. That shows you're working. When we're done, we'll move those caps over and tighten that up. Our mixtures over here, of course, that don't mean anything to you. We've set those mixtures to what a good clean burn is, the federal standard. You don't need to know what it is because you wouldn't know if we told you. But all we're going to tell you is that it's set up there to burn as clean as it absolutely can, but yet still deliver the maximum power. Now, as we rev it up, the mixture will thin out a little bit because you're overcoming inertia. You don't need as much fuel. Now we're going to tell you, we didn't tell you exactly what we have to do, but sometimes we have to go through a lot of modifications internally with the passages. Some have to be enlarged, some have to be made smaller to burn today's modern ethanol and alcohol-based fuel. But we've done all that. We've made all those corrections manually. It's all set. It's got the gaskets in there are all what they call a Viton, V-I-T-O-N, however you pronounce it, material, so that they don't become affected by alcohol or ethanol. If this was an electric choke on those models, you will get instructions on how to do that. But in here you don't need it. All you got to do is put them on there and honk the horn and load your women in the back of your convertible, and away you go, out to the racetrack. Have a good day.